Hey guys, welcome to Tajikistan.
In this video, we're gonna visit Dushanbe. We'll check out the sides of the city, talk to locals, and try some delicious food. On the country map, Dushanbe is located right over here.
This is the largest city and the capital of Tajikistan. Now it has a population of 1.2 million people, and it's a very green city.
The name Dushanbe means Monday from Tajik language. And before the Soviets made it the capital of the Tajik Republic of the USSR in 1922, it was just a small town known for its Monday bazaar. I arrived at Dushanbe International Airport. It's a small airport right in the city. My hotel was located in a busy part of town on Aini Street. Lots of stores, restaurants, hotels, and coffee shops. Getting around town was very simple. Taxis are pretty affordable. Most of the times I had to pay $1 or $2. By the way, a significant number of taxicabs are electric, and they plan to have 100% electric taxi fleet by the end of 2025. When it comes to public transportation, the city has buses, minibuses, and trolley buses that have been in operation since 1955. There's no subway system yet, but they have plans to build a light rail system in cooperation with some South Korean companies, sometime in the future. Rudaki Avenue is the central street. It cuts through the heart of the city,
And it's lined with these tall plane trees that create this wonderful shade that you so much need on a sunny day.
It's home to many government buildings, parks, universities, and restaurants. Places like Aini Opera and Ballet Theater, named after Tajik poet Sadruddin Aini.
The building was completed in 1940, and it's supposed to be really beautiful on the inside, but unfortunately this week there's nothing scheduled, so there's no way to get inside.
If you like coffee, there's a good coffee shop just around the corner.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite coffee shops. It's really good. Coffee Moose.
Dosti Square, or Friendship Square, is the main square of the city. There is a huge Ismail Somani monument. Ismail Somani is considered to be a national hero of Tajikistan. This place is always crowded and popular with photographers. Let's talk to one of them.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Как вас зовут?
Комрон меня зовут. Комрон.
Очень приятно, меня Слава.
Мне тоже.
Хорошо, можно спросить вас, как, на ваш взгляд, меняется город?
Наш город очень развивается в туристическом смысле. Вот строится очень много гостиниц, пятизвездочные мировые бренды у нас строятся. Но я как фотограф, мое занятие, я журналист по профессии, но фотографирую. Фотография для меня хобби. Пару мест, которые я очень много еду, там это парк Рудаки, вот буквально напротив у нас. Ботанический сад у нас очень красивое место. И парк Победы у нас. Там за холмами, там есть парк Победы. А в общем-то, каждый уголок нашего города можно увидеть что-то интересное. Вот такой у нас город.
Now let's take a look at the parks that he mentioned. Rudaki Park.
Dushanbe has so many parks, and right now we're in the very center of the city, and this park is called Rudaki Park. And today's Sunday, not too many people. I guess everybody's still in bed.
It's a Soviet-style park with meticulously landscaped garden areas, fountains, and a statue of Rudaki, the first major poet to write in New Persian. Next park is Botanical Garden, with an area of 100 acres. If you get tired of walking too much, you might want to rent an electric vehicle and see it all in a breeze.
Our driver will take us around the park, and we'll get to see everything that it has to offer.
Lots of green lawns to sit on, playgrounds for children, and so much more. Another park he mentioned is Victory Park. It's a nice hilltop park. If you want to have a picnic with a wonderful view, that's a great place to go to.
Because everybody was saying this park has the best sunset views, and this is what you get if you come to Victory Park in Dushanbe.
They used to have a cable car here, but unfortunately it's no longer in service. There is a nice horse riding place nearby. Get a horse or an ATV and explore the beautiful green meadows. In 2022, they opened a new park, Istiklal Park, which means Independence Park, to commemorate Tajikistan's independence from the USSR, which it received in 1991. This park is enormous, and in the center, There is a huge tower with a height of 121 meters. There is an observation deck located on the 14th floor at a height of 94 meters. If you like history, you might want to visit the Museum of Antiquities and the National Museum of Tajikistan. You'll get to see many interesting artifacts from the past, including a 13-meter-long Buddha statue.
The highlight of this museum is the statue of Buddha from the 7th or 8th centuries, and it's 13 meters in length. Take a look.
It was discovered in the 1960s. You might be surprised, but before Islam, they followed Buddhism and Zoroastrianism. Alright, so after visiting many post-Soviet countries, I've started noticing things that I don't necessarily find very appealing. Let me give you an example.
Ugly, ugly iron fences. And they're not very friendly. You know, they're tall, they look pretty aggressive. And my suggestion is that replace them with something nicer. Actually, look at this building. This is the Ministry of the Development of Tourism, right? And look at the beautiful lawn. It looks so friendly, makes you want to come inside, right? But this museum makes you want to stay away, right? It's like some kind of a police department.
The city has a nice mix of Soviet and modern architecture. For example, this is a drama theater building built in 1929. This is the Accounts Chamber, a former library building built in 1933.
You will see a lot of that Soviet heritage in the city. Like behind me is the Tajik College of Design and Art, but it used to be a museum at one point. And actually the clock on top is showing incorrect time because right now it's the middle of the day. It's 1 p.m.
See this building under construction? It's going to be a new parliament building. It's being built by Chinese companies at a cost of $220 million, which China provided as a grant. National Library of Tajikistan is the largest library in Central Asia. It's a 9-story building with 25 reading halls and approximately 10 million books. The Palace of the Nation is the official residence of the president. It's behind a huge fence, and you cannot visit it. In front of it is a huge flagpole. At 165 meters, it was the tallest flagpole in the world when it was completed in 2011. Now it's the 4th tallest. In case you wonder, number 3 is in Jeddah, the second one is in St. Petersburg, and the tallest one is in Cairo, Egypt, 201 meters. Another recent addition to the city is Ruce Palace. This place has it all. A bowling alley, a pool center, a movie theater, a restaurant, but most importantly, 4 amazing conference halls where they receive high-ranking guests like presidents of other countries. You can take a guided tour. It's beautifully decorated and very lavish. Actually, one of the halls can be rented for weddings and other events. Behind Ruce Palace, you'll find Youth Lake Park. It's an artificial lake that used to be called Komsomol Lake.
It's a popular city park. You know, during the summer it gets busy. People come here to have a wonderful time. You can rent some paddle boats, take a ride on this high-speed boat, and just generally have a picnic in this area. Seems like a lovely place, and it's right in the middle of the city. Now I have an explanation for why that little car was driving like crazy. It's actually a toy for kids to rent. You know, they have an assistant driver and they just try their driving skills, right? Now, this one is the best hotel in the city. It's called Hyatt Regency. And you know, if you want to stay at the best place, you got to go to Hyatt Regency.
Dushanbe has many beautiful mosques, like Haji Yaqub Mosque. This elegant mosque was built all the way in 1856, and it's sitting in a quiet location. And it's considered the main mosque of the city, and the modern Dushanbe Central Mosque, which took 10 years and $100 million to build. The government of Qatar covered 70% of the total costs, and now it can accommodate as many as 130,000 people. The Emir of Qatar participated in the opening ceremony in 2022. Had it been opened in 2019 as originally planned, the Tajik authorities could have unveiled it as the largest in the region, but now it's the second largest in Central Asia, behind the Central Mosque of Astana in Kazakhstan. Other religions are also represented in the city. For example, this is St. Nicholas Cathedral, and it's a center of worship for the Orthodox community. Before the Soviet invasion, education in Dushanbe mainly consisted of madrasas, that is, religious schools that taught the Quran, Persian and Arabic languages, geography, geometry, algebra, and some other sciences. Dushanbe State Pedagogical Institute was the first university in the city, founded in 1939. Now there are over 20 universities with over 100,000 students, including Tajik National University, the most prominent one in the country. School and college students have to wear uniforms. Let's talk to some students.
Салом алейкум.
Салам алейкум. Какой у вас повод?
мо хатмкарандаҳои донишгоҳи миллии Тоҷикистон риштаи рӯзноманигорӣ ҳастем ва имрӯз барои акси дастаҷамона гирифтан бо ҷамъи ҳамкурсон ба шаҳр баромадем барои ҳамон минтақаҳое ки аз ҳама маъруфтарину машҳуртарини пойтахти азизамон ҳастанд ва мо аз ҳар ноҳия аз ҳар минтақаҳои Тоҷикистон омадем дар тӯри ин 4 сол хондем таҳсил кардем ва акнун ин соли ахирини мо аст ки дар Душанбе ҳастем, вале бо ин будани мо дар Душанбе дар пойтахти Тоҷикистон тамом намешавад, чун баъзеҳо баъди хатми донишгоҳ кор медароянд, кор мекунанд ва бархеҳо зиндагиро дар Душанбе идома медиҳанд ва махсусан худи ман ҳеҷ дилам намешавад ки баъди хатми донишгоҳам аз Душанбе худамро дур гирам ва ҳатман баъди дипломро гирифтан кор хоҳам кард ва дар Душанбе зиндагӣ хоҳам кард.
шаҳри мо очень шаҳри зебо аст. барои туристҳо хеле ҷои яъне беҳтарин аст. кӯҳои хуб дорем, манзараҳои хуб, беҳад беҳтарин аст. бием вақтонам шахтон мефаҳмем. бохи зинда бошем.
Скажите, а туризм увеличивается?
Конечно.
Да?
Каждый день.
Откуда больше всего видите туристов? Из какой страны?
Из Европы.
Европа, да, сейчас приезжает? Ага. Здорово. Понятно. А вы студенты?
Да, конечно.
Какие специальности?
Энергофак.
Энергофакультет?
Да.
Энергетический факультет.
Unfortunately, the salaries in the city are not that great, and lots of young people are considering moving abroad to pursue their careers. To my surprise, many were considering China. Alright, let's try some local food. Kuratop is the national dish. It's a mix of bread and yogurt sauce with vegetables and meat or without meat.
Куртоп готов.
You can go to a Kuratop Hana or Kuratop house and try it. It's a dish that can be shared among many people.
Тарелка, конечно, огромная, да? Это на сколько человек?
Здесь 2,5 порции на 5 человек. Ну, зависит от аппетита, кого как.
And now, let's try our national dish, plov.
Of course, plov is one of the most beloved dishes in Tajikistan. It consists of rice, meat, onions, carrots, and lots of spices.
National salad.
Shakarop.
Shakarop. Okay, okay. And national bread, naan.
Yep, right.
And national tea.
Of course, all of that can be accompanied by delicious round bread. Let's see how they cook it. The most famous tea house is called Rakhat. We ordered some manti, those are steamed dumplings, and some samsa, those are meat pies. How about a cup of coffee? Let's visit one of the coffee shops in the center.
What a nice coffee shop. And you know what? We happen to run into the owner of the place.
Dushanbe is located in a beautiful valley, surrounded by mountains, and there are so many options for a day trip. Number one, you can visit the Hzor Fortress. It's one of the best preserved historical sites in the country, and it was built around 2,500 years ago. Before the Russian Empire took over at the end of the 19th century, it was the residence of the governor of the Emirate of Bukhara, that is modern-day Uzbekistan. You can climb the stairs and get a great view.
Well, just look at the view. Wow. This is called the Hzor Valley, and this is called the Hzor Fortress. Now, it witnessed so many empires and kings, and it was destroyed and then rebuilt. And this is what we see today. This is the front gate. It was built in the 16th century, and it's sitting on a hill, which gives it a very strategic position. You can see all throughout the area if there's any enemy coming your way, you know, so you can get ready and fight back.
There's a nice restaurant nearby that I want to recommend, Shomi Kala. It's located in a very scenic area.
We're gonna have some fresh salad, of course. And we had, for soup, I had Hzor, which is a wonderful soup with lamb. And we have some crispy chicken. This is the signature of this restaurant. And by the way, this restaurant is called Shomi Kala, which means evening fortress. And a lot of people prefer some privacy, so you can have these curtains. You know, you can sit in your booth and make it real private.
Varzob Gorge is another popular weekend destination. First of all, it's a beautiful drive. Gushing water, rugged mountains, and nice little restaurants along the side of the road to cater to locals wanting to escape the heat. It's a lovely place for hiking and trekking. There's a number of vacation homes and hotels to choose from. We visited one of the resorts. Let's take a look.
We are in this place called Kohi Malika, which is a small hotel that's been in business for over 12 years. But right now it's going through renovation, which means that next year it's going to be even bigger and better.
Along the roads you can buy some seasonal fruits and veggies. It was the season for kislechka. This is what the locals call this mountain rhubarb.
And it seems like the only item they sell at this point is called chokari. It's a sour plant, just like this one. And they have plenty and plenty of it.
Another option is Iskanderkul Lake. It's a 2.5-hour drive from Dushanbe. The color of the lake is crystal clear turquoise, and it contrasts with the red rocks of the mountain slopes. It covers an area of 3.4 square kilometers, and it's 72 meters deep. The water is cold for the most part of the year, but during the peak of the summer, you can go swimming. There's a beautiful waterfall nearby.
Iskanderkul Lake is just nearby, just 1 kilometer away from here. But this waterfall is absolutely amazing. Standing over on that platform was a little bit scary, looking down at the waterfall. It's a little bit scary, but you know, you got to take some small risks, right, to enjoy everything.
We met a couple of tourists from Romania.
Hello, guys. Hey.
Hello.
Where do you come from?
Romania.
Romania, Bucharest. Both of
Bucharest.
us. It's amazing.
We just arrived yesterday. We've been to several lakes of the 4 mountains. Actually to the 6th of them. We didn't make it to the last one. And we just arrived like 3 hours ago to this lake, Iskanderkul, which is so far best thing we've ever seen in Central Asia, at least for me.
I mean, the highlight of our trip was yesterday was the sixth lake, but now this is the one.
Yeah,
for sure. In terms of natural beauty, Tajikistan is amazing.
Dushanbe's electricity is primarily hydroelectric, produced by the Nure Dam. At 304 meters, the Nure Dam is currently the second tallest man-made dam in the world. You can hire a boat and enjoy the scenery around Nure Reservoir. Tourism is on the rise, and there's a good choice of hotels like Hotel Tajikistan, Hotel Dushanbe, Serena Hotel, and the international chains like Hilton or Hyatt Regency. Of course, the city is becoming cosmopolitan, but if you want to feel the traditional bazaar vibe, visit Mergon Bazaar, the best-known market in the city. It's a bustling place where you can buy some spices, dry fruits, meat, round bread, and so much more.
Добрый день.
Добрый.
Скажите, что делаете в Таджикистане?
Я приехал на мотофестиваль. В Центральной Азии самый большой мотофестиваль будет, больше 1000 мотоциклов. И вот мы собираемся все 300 километров ехать на мотоциклах в колонне. Там фестиваль, тусовка непосредственно. То есть я ради этого и прилетел. Того стоит.
Классно.
Говорят, будет интересно.
Сколько дней это все будет длиться?
3 дня. Сегодня
3 дня.
мини-тусовка, завтра вообще разрыв. И послезавтра автопати.
А как узнать про такие события?
Инстаграм. Инстаграм мотошкол со всей Азии.
Ладно, тогда приложим Инстаграм. Спасибо.
Alright guys, this brings us to the end of the video. I enjoyed my time in Dushanbe. The city is very safe. Everybody's so peaceful and polite and nobody bothers you. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a comment down below and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.